Hello everyone, it's Nova again, and welcome back to Emerald City Confidential. Last episode, we met Petra, our main character, who's a detective about to embark on a missing persons case. So, without further ado, let's get started. And in last episode, if I recall right, they said that we had to go to the excuse me, that we had to go to the North Gate to follow up on a lead about Anzel, so let's head there now. Alright, so it's not really a lot to interact with, so let's just look at everything one by one. Alright, so here's the Land of Oz. And obviously here we are in Emerald City, and if that's the North Gate, we're right about here somewhere. Now, I think I mentioned this last episode, but I'm not really familiar with the lore of the Wizard of Oz books, so I'm not familiar with this area. Winky Country, nope. Quadlin Country, nope. Munchkin Country, that's the only one I'm familiar with. But interesting that these are color coded, so I should probably make a note of that. Purple, yellow, red, and blue. Purple, yellow, red, and blue. Okay, hopefully I'll remember that. Let's see what this is. A well-read book on guard procedures and regulations. I used to have a copy of that book back in my army days. I threw it away long ago. Okay.
Of all the soldiers to be on duty, TikTok is the second to last one I want to see. Still, beggars can't be choosers. TikTok, it's been years.
Petra, what is your business here?
Charming as ever. I have some questions for you.
That is your privilege.
I'm looking for a man named Anzel. He was last reported coming through this gate 2 nights ago.
You are mistaken. No one named Anzel came through this gate 2 nights ago or ever.
You're sure?
Affirmative. My memory is infallible.
Were you on duty 2 nights ago?
Negative. I was on duty in the palace.
Then how do you know for certain who came through the gate?
I have memorized the records. Nobody named Anzel came through here.
Could he have used a false name?
Using a false name is a felony.
But could he have done it?
It is within the parameters of possibility.
How can we find out for sure?
If you have a photograph of the man, I can cross-reference him with the name he gave.
Alright, TikTok, that's doable, and fortunately for us, we have a picture of him.
This is a photograph of Anzel. Do you recognize him?
Affirmative. He did not use the name Anzel when he entered the city. He will have to report back to me and tell the truth in order to avoid prosecution.
Maybe I can tell him for you. What was his destination?
His destination was registered as 43 Granetta Lane, Emerald City, the residence of Miss Betsy Bobbins.
Thanks a mill, TikTok.
Only doing my duty.
Alright, so now we just unlocked a new location. And the fact that he went to a girl named Betsy Bobbins' house, kind of wondering about this dude. Dorothy might have to cut him loose if, yeah, this just simply doesn't look good for him. The fact that he snuck into the city under a different name, and the fact that he's now supposedly at somebody else's house. But then again, maybe I shouldn't make assumptions so soon. Let's head there anyway and see what the heck's going on. Alright, so here we go.
Granetta Lane is one of the nicer streets in the Emerald City. At least they clean it once in a while, which is more than you can say for my neighborhood.
Don't have any business there. Alright, didn't hurt to check. And what is with this dude?
Hey,
Hey, does Betsy Bobbins live here?
who wants to know?
I just have some questions for her.
You got questions? You ask me. Nobody gets in to see the missus without my say-so.
Who is she?
If you don't know, then why are you bugging her?
Her name came up in an investigation I'm working on.
Investigation? What does the guard want with Betsy?
I'm not with the guard. I'm freelance.
Look, Betsy don't get mixed up with stuff like that.
So you say. I have to find out for myself. I need to get inside.
Well, tough. I only let Betsy's boyfriends get past this door. Well, them and deliveries.
Deliveries?
Men send her presents. Flowers, jewelry, clothes, what have you. She doesn't always take them in, but she takes the presents.
Alright, so Betsy is a gold digger. And he's saying that I can't get in possibly unless... Well, no, maybe I shouldn't. You know what? Let me talk to him a little
Hello
more.
again.
Ask about Betsy, ask about Anzel, ask about the guard. Not to be snarky, but I could care less about the guard.
I want to know more about Betsy.
That's Miss Bobbins to you. What do you want to know?
What does she do? Yeah, what does she do? She's got all... Well, if she has all these men coming to visit her and bringing her gifts, I think I have an idea of what she does, but what the heck.
What does she do? Does she have a job or anything?
Betsy? No, she don't work. She's a lady.
So what does she do all day?
She entertains. She travels.
She travels, huh? Didn't Dee say that Anzel spent a lot of time traveling?
Yeah, alright. You're not helping my case here, Hank. I think very poorly of Betsy right now.
Where does Betsy travel?
Oh, everywhere. Real cultured Betsy is.
Everywhere.
Well, not everywhere. The Winky air is too thin for her. She don't travel there. And Gillikin country is too dangerous. But she particularly likes Munchkin country in the spring.
Really?
And Quadling country in the summer.
I guess that's interesting. But more important news.
How can I get in to see her?
You don't. Unless you have something she wants, which I see you don't.
Alright, so my earlier thoughts were right. He's not going to let me in unless I have a delivery or a present for Betsy. And according to the earlier text bubble, there seems to be a flower shop near Petra's home/office, so...
Let's talk about something else.
I don't think he's going to talk about Anzel, but I'll try it anyway.
Do you know a man named Anzel?
Never heard of it.
I have proof that he came here.
Well, I ain't seen it.
I think his ears just twitched. Is he lying?
I don't really care about her other men. I'll ask him about the photo.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope.
Could you look at the photograph before answering?
I said I ain't seen it.
Are you sure?
Lots of men come to see Betsy. I can't keep track of them all.
So, this man could have come here.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's change the subject.
And I don't think I'm going to get anything more out of him, so...
Thanks for your time.
Excuse me, kitty. Not right now. Sorry about that. My cat decided to join in on the commentary. Anyway, let's keep going. Off to Petra's office, where, again, I think she said that there was a flower shop nearby. And we got a new... Oh. Alrighty then, we have a new character, and then we have jerk-faced lion pants walking into the store. More concerned about what he's up to, so let's go there first.
And that, as we say, is that.
You mean it? They won't bother me again?
Not anymore. They decided to take a long vacation.
Oh, how delightful.
Now, about my fee.
Of course. How many buttons did you say?
I didn't. I said emeralds. 10,000 of them. You are able to pay, aren't you? Because if not, I do believe those men left some documentation behind.
They did?
Yes. Frightfully clumsy of them.
Well, don't you worry about little old me. You'll get your money.
I'm counting on it, Scraps. Contact my office. My. You do turn up in the strangest places.
Lion.
She remembers me. Don't be a stranger.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Bastard.
Creep.
Exactly. Ugh. You know, I gotta say, I really don't like this interpretation of Lion. I mean, I get it's different, but he was like my favorite character in the movie, so to see him, you know, do a complete 180, it's just very ugh. Anyway, um, apparently we're in Patch's uh convenience store, and I don't know why it just opened in the middle of the night, but who am I to argue against game logic? It's also interesting that this picture of the queen is here. Is this some kind of dictatorship? Why does everybody have this painting of her up? Well, maybe not everybody. I've only been in like, what, 2 locations, 3 locations? Anyway, let me ask her if I could buy something.
Scraps.
Hello, neighbor. Thanks for dropping by.
Even after all these years of knowing her, I still can't get used to the sight of a living, talking patchwork quilt. Still, if there's any city where a patchwork girl could gain employment, this was it. You look troubled, Scraps.
I do? Oh, no. I'm perfectly happy. Or do I mean unhappy? Either way, I must find it.
Find what?
My green button. I've dropped it somewhere in the store. Can you be a dear and look for me? These eyes aren't what they used to be.
Okay. So, collectibles hunt? Also, I see something green glinting on the shelf, so I'll check that out in a second. Right now, what was he doing here?
What was the lion doing here?
Nothing. Or was it something? No, it doesn't matter. Pick either one.
He's bad news, Scraps. Stay away from him.
Oh, stop overreacting. He's just a big softy.
Softy, right.
Yeah, I don't think she's overreacting, Patches. You need to watch your back around him. Again, not to be rude, but I don't really care about how business is going for her.
Anything new for sale?
New? No. Or is it yes? Oh, it's so confusing sometimes. But look at these flowers. Aren't they pretty?
Very colorful.
They come from all 4 corners of Oz. I almost wish I didn't have to sell them.
Alright. Well, since that's what we're here for.
Tell me about those flowers.
Aren't they just hideous? Or do I mean delightful? It's so hard to tell the difference nowadays.
The flowers?
Oh, yes. I get them shipped in from all over the country. You won't find a better selection. I promise you that.
Alright, that's good to know.
I'd like to buy some flowers.
That's awful. Or is it wonderful? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 5 emeralds.
Here you go.
I can mix a bouquet of 2 types of flowers. Which ones do you want?
Oh. It's a good thing I looked at that map. Alright, so I think what we have to do here is select the 2 colors that are associated with the areas that Betsy likes. I'm guessing, because the donkey mule thing, whatever he is, he said that she liked Munchkin territory and Quadland territory. And if I'm not mistaken, those 2 areas were like red and blue on the map, or blue and red on the map. Hopefully that won't matter what order, but let's give it a go.
I'll take a bouquet of red flowers and
Blue.
blue flowers.
What a horrible selection. Or do I mean beautiful? Either way, coming right up.
Thanks.
Personally, I like blue myself. Oh, okay, that's good. So if I had made a mistake, I could actually buy more. I wonder if they'll let me try.
I'd like to buy some more flowers.
You don't like the ones you have?
Not really. Can I exchange them?
Of course. I can mix a bouquet of 2 types of flowers. Which ones do you want?
Oh, okay. So I can't... You know what? Let me try and see if she'll let me purchase 2.
Give me a bouquet of blue flowers and red flowers.
What a horrible selection. Or do I mean beautiful? Either way, coming right up.
Thanks.
Oh, okay, it's the same exact thing. So it didn't matter. Alright.
Bye, Scraps.
Toodaloo!
Now, let me click on this green little thing.
Is this the button you're looking for?
No, that's not it. Or do I mean yes? That's it.
Is it or isn't it?
It is. Bring it here. Thanks, neighbor. I was worried I lost it. It's a rare emerald button. If you find any more, bring them here. I'll be sure to reward you.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out.
Alright, so this does sound like a collectibles hunt. Which is good to know. I don't have to bust my back trying to look for them all. Then again, it could be a cool little side quest. Maybe I will do it after all. Any event here. Can't use an emerald. Well, she just said she... What, do I have to talk to her?
Scraps,
Hello there.
Ah, okay.
I've got some buttons for you.
You do? Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, do I mean fantastic? Oh, it doesn't matter. Thank you, neighbor. Here, take this.
What's this?
Oh, some drawings I found. Take it.
That's it?
You were expecting something else?
No, this is fine. Disappointing Scraps is like kicking a wet puppy. I just can't do it. These drawings are labeled concept art. I have no idea what that means, but I'll keep them in my notebook.
Okay, first off, you don't kick puppies, regardless of how wet they are. Wet, dry, you don't kick puppies. That's just not nice, Petra. And let's see. Alright, so I guess each button will unlock more of these drawings. Still don't know what these pills are. And oh, okay, I guess that's it. Is there anything else? Newspapers?
Let's see what the current headlines are.
That line. I would have read that, but I didn't know. I thought it was just one line, a few lines of text. Sorry about that. Doesn't look like there's anything else going on. Weekly, Witches Weekly, the Gilkin Gazette, and the Munchkin Mirror. Usual trash. I'm not interested in any of these. Neither am I. And I think we got everything that we're going to get from here, so let's leave. Now, who is this dude?
A man in a white suit is leaning against my office building. There's something very strange about him. Can't quite put my finger on it. Evening.
Evening, Petra.
You know my name?
Of course.
How? Do I know you?
Know me? I hope not. For knowledge kills the sense of wonder and mystery, does it not?
Great. A nut. And right outside of my office, too. Sure. Whatever you say.
Ask for a hint. Anything else in conversation? Can you go somewhere else? Anything interesting in the paper? Well, he's not really bothering anybody, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that lives in that building, so I can't really tell him to leave. He's not violating anything. I don't really care about the paper, so who are you?
Who are you?
A man who is not fully a man. A frightener of birds who have done nothing wrong. My head once was weighed down by leadership, but now rests easy on this street corner.
There's nothing easy about you, mister. A straight answer, please. Who are you?
Your eye sees only what your mind is prepared to comprehend.
You know what? Forget it. I don't care who you are.
Ah. Methinks that's the Scarecrow. And so far, he's like the only character, aside from our main heroine, that I care about. And I guess he's like a hint system, but I don't really need any help with anything.
See you around.
That's good to know that he's there. Alright, let's get going. Go and see this other woman of Anzel's. See what the heck's going on with that. See, this is the thing I don't get with this game. Sometimes you can just talk to a character and I mean, sometimes you have to talk to a character in order to give them a gift or an item, and other times you can just like click and drag it out of your inventory. So
I have a delivery for Betsy.
You do, huh? Well, let's see it. Yeah, Betsy will like those. Go on in.
Thanks.
all right, thankfully that worked. Alright, so why would I want to look through the windows? I don't even think I can see from that angle. And I doubt I can sneak and look at that letterbox with him standing right there. Let's just get going. Oh, look at this chick.
Are you Betsy Bobbins?
Uh-huh. Are those flowers?
Yes.
Who are they from?
Nobody. They're from me.
Well, thanks. But I think you got the wrong idea.
Oh no, nothing like that. I just have a few questions for you. I'm looking for a man named Anzel.
What? He missing or something?
You know him?
Yeah, I know him. Lousy lowlife. If you find that bum, you can keep him.
So, yeah. I'm still not a fan of Anzel at this point. But, let's just quiz her up and see what we can get out of her.
How do you know Anzel?
He and me were, well, together, you know? We met at the university. Swept me off my feet, he did. Real romantic. Until his money ran out, that is.
He's broke.
He was then. His money comes and goes.
Uh-huh.
Anzel was a student at the university?
Him? Ha! Don't make me laugh. He did some work for him. Not sure what.
Okay. New location.
As leads go, it was a small one. Still, it was worth checking out.
I agree. But let's find out more.
Did Anzel come here 2 nights ago?
Yeah, he tried to. Told me he needed to hide out for a week or so. Said he found something big. Whatever. I didn't care. I'm through with that loser. I gave him 5 minutes before I sent the guard after him.
You know what? I'm curious. What happened?
What happened when the guard showed up?
He ran away, the loser.
Did the guard catch him?
I don't know. Why don't you ask the guard?
Maybe I will. Which guard was it?
Ginger.
Ginger! A feeling of cold dread creeps up my spine. I hadn't seen Ginger for years, and I wanted to keep it that way. You sure it was Ginger?
Sure. We're friends.
Okay, when she said the guard, I thought she meant Hank outside. This is a whole nother character. And apparently Petra has beef with her. So this ought to be interesting when they meet up again. But unfortunately, for Petra, I think I'm gonna have to find out where she's at.
Where can I find Ginger?
How would I know?
You said you were friends.
For real.
Doesn't mean I know where she is all the time. If I want to find a guard, I just ask another guard.
So I guess I'm gonna have to ask TikTok. And, well, she probably doesn't know, but...
Where's Anzel now?
How should I know? If I had my way, he'd be 6 feet under.
Jesus, lady, calm down.
That's all for now. Thanks, Betsy. I might be back.
Sure. Just tell Hank to let you through.
Oh, I wanted to explore. Oh well. But we got some information from that. You know what? Let me ask Hank if he knows anything more.
Hello again. About Anzel.
I told you, I never heard of the guy.
Okay. Well, since we're here.
What other men have come to see Betsy?
Hey, that's private business. I ain't gonna start blabbing.
Would say 20 emeralds ease your guilt?
Nice try, sister. I've been with Betsy since forever. I ain't betraying her.
Loyalty. A rare trait in this city. Let's change the subject.
Okay. Let's see if we get anything from him.
Let's talk about you.
Me? What do you want to know?
Oh, well, I was kind of hoping he would have maybe had, there would have been a question about what happened the other day, but whatever.
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let me get on the Gump and figure out where to head next. Alright, so we made some progress. We know where Anzel used to work at, so we could go there. Or we can go to TikTok and, wait, what's that green glit? Oh, I saw it again. Ah, there's buttons hidden here too. Oh dear. Hope I noticed them in the... Oh man, I could have missed some. Oh no, I couldn't click anywhere on that screen with Betsy. I'm gonna have to try and keep an eye out. I think I am gonna try and collect all the buttons so we can see all the sketches. Hopefully I can do it. And I guess in the worst case scenario, I could always do a button run. Can't believe I'm saying that. But do like a button run before the game is completely finished. But let's see, TikTok versus University. You know what, I'm gonna ask TikTok what does he know about Ginger, because I have a feeling we're gonna have to talk to her to get anywhere. But we're gonna do that in the next episode, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Take care.